Hi everyone, welcome back to Array series. Hope you are doing good. This is Mahesh. In this video, we will solve Leetcode problem number 121, best time to buy and sell stock. Okay, what is this problem statement? States you are given an array prices where prices of I is the price of a given stock on ith day. You want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. Okay. Return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve any profit, then you can return 0. Okay. So now let us try to understand the constraints. So here it says the length of the prices lies between 1 and 10 raised to 5, and also price on each day. So price on any day basically can range between 0 and 10 raised to 4. Okay. So now let's switch to editor and let us try to understand the problem in detail. So if you see, we have these standard steps which we follow on each video for solving any of the problems, because this is a standard way, how we answer in the interview. So that way we will be well prepared for the interviews. Okay, with that, let's get started. Okay, so here I have the prices. Okay, and this is the price of a stock on day 1. This is on day 2. This is on day 3, day 4, day 5, and day 6. Okay, now we can buy the stock on any day and we will have to sell the stock on the upcoming days, not the day before that particular day. Say for example, if I buy the stock on this second day for value 1, then I cannot sell it on the day 0 or day 1 because this is the previous day. So I will have to sell it only after buying the stock. So that's the constraint here. Now another thing would be, so we want to maximize the profit. So maximize the profit in the sense, I will have to buy the stock for a least price, then I will have to sell the stock for the most possible price. Okay, so in this example, if you see, I can buy the stock at this particular day for this price 1, and then if I sell it on this particular day for price 6, then my profit will be 5. So which is maximum. If you see other scenarios, if you buy this on this day, if you try to sell here, it is 4. So which is not the maximum. If you try to sell it on this day for 3, then it will be 2. Here it is 3. So that won't be the maximum. So if you buy it for 1 and if you sell it for 6, then the profit will be maximum, which is 5 in this case. Okay, so this is what we need to compute for this problem. So with that, maybe you can pause for a second and you can think for any possible solution here. Okay, with that, now let us try to find the idea why the interviewer is asking this problem, or what exactly he is willing to evaluate you by giving this problem. So now before doing that, one thing what we need to understand. So for this problem, the constraint was this length was between 1 and 10 raised to 5. Okay, so as a thumb rule, you always keep this in mind. The Leetcode, in Leetcode, if the value of the array is between 1 and 10 raised to 3, then even if you solve the problem in O of n square, it will accept the solution. If it is between 10 raised to 3 and 10 raised to 5, then if you solve problem in worst case n log n complexity, then it will accept this accept the solution. If it is greater than 10 raised to 5, then you should solve the problem in O of n time complexity. If that is not the case, it will give us TLE, time limit exceeded exception. So this is the thumb rule. You can keep this in mind for all the problems which you solve on the basis of array. Okay, so with that, here, as I said, so interviewer will be looking for you to solve this particular problem in O of n time complexity. So, okay. So now with that, let us try to understand, or let us try to come up with some brute force solution for this problem. So I will take this array 7, 1, 5, 3, 6 and 4. Okay. So how to find the profit? So first you need to buy, then on some subsequent day, any day, you can sell, and one thing what you need to do, you need to check whether the profit is maximum. If that is the maximum, then you will have to consider that profit. So now let us take a buy case here, then sell. Okay, then let us see what will be the profit. Assume I will buy it for 7 and I'll try to sell it for 1. I cannot sell because 1 is less than 7. So if I try to sell it for 1, then I'll be in loss. I'll check the next number. Now it is fine. So here if I try to sell it, again it is less. Then for 3, again it is less than 7. For 6, again it is less than 7. And for 4 also it is less than 7. So I cannot really buy for 7. Now what I will do, I will check for 1. So if I buy it for 1, then if I sell it for 5, then what will be my profit? Profit will be 4. Okay. So at this point, this is the maximum. Okay. So now let us see. I have bought it for 1, then I will try to sell it for 3. So if I sell it for 3, my profit will be 2. Okay. So next I will try to sell it for 6. Then my profit will be 5. I will sell it for 4. Then my profit will be 3. Okay. So with that, now this is for 1. Let's try it for the next value, 5. So if I buy it for 5, I cannot really sell it for the previous values. We already know that. So I can sell only for the after values, which is 364. So if I cannot sell it for 3 because it is lesser than 5, I can sell it for 6. So if I sell it for 6, then my profit will be 1. I cannot sell it for 4. Okay. Now 5 is done. So I will just mark them. Then if I buy it at 3, then I can sell it at 6. My profit will be 3. Even I can sell it at 4. Then my profit will be 1. Okay. So 3 is done. Now let us take 6. If I take 6, then I cannot really sell it for 4 because I will be in loss. So I will stop here. I cannot really buy with 4 value because that's the last value available in the array. So if that is the case, I cannot really sell after that. So I cannot really do. Out of these values, which is maximum, this is maximum. So this is my max profit. This is my max profit. Okay, you understood? If that is the case, then let's try to write the pseudocode for this one. So what I am doing, I am checking for each buy value, then I am iterating over the remaining values and I will check whether I'll be able to sell. So if I sell, what will be the profit? So it means I need 2 loops. Okay. So I will take a variable max profit and I'll initialize it with 0, because if I don't get any profit at all, then I can simply return 0. Okay. Now also take n equal to prices dot length. So this will give us the length of prices array. Okay. Now what I will do, I will use a for loop. So first for loop is for buying the shares or stock. So buy equal to 0, buy less than n, buy plus plus. Okay. So it means, or you can simply take it as I for simplicity. I will take it as I. So this is for buying. Okay. Then I will take one more loop for j equal to, now I should start from I plus 1 because I cannot really start from 0, or I cannot really start from I because there is no point in selling it, in selling it on the same day. That's why j equal to I plus 1, j less than n, j plus plus. So this is my selling. Okay. I will try to sell on each day and I'll see what is the profit. Now my profit equal to prices of j minus prices of I. Okay. Now I will check is if my profit is greater than max profit, then what I will do? I will say max profit is equal to my profit. Okay, this way I will assign the maximum value. Then at the end, what I will do? I will simply return my max profit. Okay, you understood? So now let us try to understand the time complexity. So what is the time complexity? So you saw, right? I mean, for each buy value, we will try to sell it for the remaining values and we will check it. So it means we are trying to iterate in two ways. For each value, each bought value, we will try to sell for the remaining values and we see. So it means it will be of order n square for this code. Okay. And what is the space complexity? What is the space complexity? We are not using anything extra. That's why it is of order 1. Okay. So this is clear. So now with this understanding, let us try to execute this code. I will switch here. Now let us take let max profit be 0 initially. Okay. After that, I will take constant n equal to prices dot length. Okay. Now I will take a for loop. Let I equal to 0, I less than, I think I should consider it as 0. It was O. I less than n, I plus plus. Then what I will do? I will take one more loop for let j equal to I plus 1 now, j less than n, j plus plus. Okay. Now what I will do? I will take a constant variable profit. Then I will see prices of j minus prices of I. This will give us current profit. Then what I will do? I will check if my profit is greater than max profit, then my max profit will be my current profit. Okay. After this, at the end, what I will do? I will simply return my max profit. With this, let's try to run this and see. It got accepted. Let's try to submit and see. We will get time limit exceeded exception. See, we got TLE. So let us try to understand how to improve this one. Okay. The maximum profit in single iteration as an optimal solution. So how we can do that? So one thing what you should keep in mind is for getting the maximum profit, you need to buy the stock at a very minimal price and then you need to sell it at a maximum possible price. Okay. So if that is the case, we will try to move in that direction. So I will try to use a minimum value. Then I will try to find the maximum profit. Okay. So now what I will do? I will consider my minimum value as the first value, which is 7. Okay. My maximum profit be 0 initially. Okay. Now assume when we are starting at the first value, so that will be a minimum possible value until that day and there won't be any profit. So I can only buy with this particular minimum value. Next, what I will do? I will start with the next value. So which is this. So if this is the case, if I have bought it on day 1, then I can sell it on day 2. Correct, right? So here the value is 1. If it is a different, if it is more than 7, then I can for sure sell it, right? So I can sell it on the next day. So something like that. So if that is the case, now what we will do, I will start from here. Okay. So now I will try to find the maximum profit. Now if I try to sell it at 1, then my maximum profit will be still 0 because I will be in loss. I will be selling it in loss, which will be minus 6. Okay. So I won't really update max profit. It still will be 0 because 0 is greater than minus 6. Now, until this day, this particular day here, now till now 7 was the minimum, but if you pass on this day, what will be the minimum value? Now it will be 1. So I will update my minimum with 1. Okay. Now with that, let's move to the next value. Now I have 5. So if I sell it at 5, since I have bought it at this particular minimum value, which is 1, now my profit will be 4. Correct, right? So if that is the case, I will update my max profit with 4 because it is greater than the current max profit, which is 0. Okay. But can you update this minimum value? Because minus 1 is still lower than this particular 5. So I cannot really update it. So I will move on. Now 3. So if I sell it at 3, since my bought value, which is minimum value 1, I will be at a profit 2. But it is not greater than the max profit. So max profit won't be updated. So I will go to, and I'll also check that with the current minimum. 3 is greater than minimum, so I cannot really update the minimum value. So you keep on updating both minimum as well as max profit values until you finish this array. Okay. Now if I sell it at 6, then my profit will be 5 now. So if profit is 5, then it is greater than the current max profit, which is 4. So I will update max profit to 5. Okay. But it is not, this 6 is not less than 1. So this value won't get updated. Next, go to the next value. So it is 4. So if I sell it at 4 with a minimum value 1, then profit will be 3. But this 3 is not more than the current max profit. So I will leave it. So once it move out of the array, then I'll stop. So what is my max profit now? I got 5. Okay. So this is how we can calculate in single iteration. Let us try to write the pseudocode for this. So what I will do, I need 2 variables. So one is minimum, one is minimum. So minimum, I will take first value as minimum initially. Okay. Now max profit be 0. So this is how I initialize. Now for I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. So I will also use n equal to prices dot length here. Now with this, what I will do, I will find the profit. So profit is equal to prices of the current value, which is I, minus minimum. This will give us profit. Then I will check if profit is greater than max profit, then I will update max profit with my profit. Okay. So after this, I will check if my current value, which is prices of I, is less than my minimum, then I will have to update minimum equal to prices of I. So this way I will keep on updating the minimum value and the max profit. And finally, I will return my max profit. Okay. So if you see, we are using only one iteration. So it is of order n. This is the time complexity, and we are not using any space. That's why it is of order 1. So this is the optimal solution. Is it the best? Do we see any improvements on this one? Maybe yes. Let's see what is that. So here what we are doing, we are blindly updating the minimum value and max profit for each value. Is it really required? So one thing what I say, if the value is less than the minimum, then do we get profit over it? No, right? Because we are buying it at one minimum value, then the next value is still minimum than that, then we will be in loss, right? So there is no need to update the profit. So I'll improvise this one a little bit. So how I will do? Let's see how we do that. So for again I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus, this is same. Now what I will do, I will check if my prices of I is less than minimum. Then what I will do, I will simply update my minimum. Minimum equal to prices of I. Correct, right? So there is no point in finding the profit here. Next, after this, what I will do, if that is not the case, else I will find the profit. I will find a profit. So maybe what I can do, I can simply copy this line. Okay. So I will find the profit and I'll update the max profit. And finally, what I will do, I will return my max profit. So again, this is an improvement, right? Because here we are blindly updating both the values. So both cannot be updated at one time. So for that, what we did, if the price is less than minimum, we will only update minimum. If that is not the case, we will update the max profit. Okay. So this is the most optimal solution. So this is an improvement. So there is no change in time complexity. It is O of 1, and there is no change in space complexity, which is O of 1. Okay. With that, let us try to execute and see. So what I will do, I will comment this, then const n equal to prices dot length. Okay. Then I need two values. Let minimum be my prices of 0. Okay. Then max profit be 0 initially. Okay. Now let's use a for loop for let I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. Then what I will do, if my prices of I is less than minimum, then I will simply update my minimum. So it will be prices of I. If that is not the case, in the else part, then I will find the profit, constant profit equal to prices of I minus my minimum. Okay. This will give us profit. Next, I will check if my profit is greater than max profit. If that is the case, I will say max profit equal to profit. With this, finally, after the for loop, I will return my max profit. Okay. Let's try to run this and see if this works fine. It is accepted. Now if I submit, it got accepted. Okay, so this is the most optimal solution for this problem. So I hope you liked the explanation. If that is the case, please consider subscribing to my channel, and also like the video. And also, if you have any feedback or any other questions, you can add them in the comment. I will try to answer them. Thanks for watching the video.